Saw Star Wars at least 8 times. Had the Pac-Man pattern memorized. I've seen the stuff they put inside. Stretch Armstrong, yeah. Well, I was Roger Stahl back in my backyard. Had a shoebox full of baseball cards. A couple of Evel Knievel scars on my right arm. I was a kid when Elvis died, and my mama cried. It was 1970-something in the world that I grew up in. Farrah Fawcett hair, new days, bell bottoms and 8-track tapes. And looking back now, I can see me. Oh man, did I look cheesy. I wouldn't trade those days for nothing. It was 1970-something. It was the dawning of a new decade. We got our first microwave. Dad broke down and finally shaved most sideburns off. Stickers on my Rubik's Cube. Watched MTV all afternoon. My first love was Daisy Duke and them cut off jeans. Space shuttle fell out of the sky, and the whole world cried. It was 1980-something in the world that I grew up in. Skating rinks and black Trans Ams, big hair and parachute pants. And looking back now, I can see me. Oh man, did I look cheesy. I wouldn't trade those days for nothing. Oh, it was 1980-something. Well, now I got a mortgage and an SUV, and all this responsibility makes me wish sometimes it was 1980-something in the world that I grew up in. Skating rinks and black Trans Ams, big hair and parachute pants. And looking back now, I can see me. Oh man, did I look cheesy. I wouldn't trade those days for nothing. It was 1980-something. 1970-something. Oh, it was 19-something. All right.
Starting off our Saturday night with a bang, that is Mark Wills right there, kicking off a very special show. Tonight we're honoring our servicemen and women as part of our support for Veterans Day. Jesse James Decker and John Conley are here to help recognize these fine Americans. And a little later, Billy Ray Cyrus will be here to honor our veterans as well. Hello, friends. It is me, Bobby Bones. Welcome to Opry Live. For you fine folks watching us on Dish, I hope you've discovered that Circle is now on Dish 24/7. If you haven't, wake up, let's go. Then head over to Dish Channel 370 to catch all of Circle's great shows. I promise you, you're gonna love what you find over there. All right, that guy out there is a prime example of what it truly means to support our military. For years, he's helped raise awareness for military personnel suffering from PTSD. He's constantly appearing on military bases around the U.S. and the world, and most importantly, setting an example for all of us to follow. Here once again is Mark Wills.
Thank you, Mike Terry. Well, how's everybody doing out here tonight at the Grand Ole Opry with us? How many of you, it's your very first time to be in the Grand Ole Opry House tonight? Woo! All right, well, let's take care of some business right off the bat. Last time I was on the stage, I wore my Braves baseball jersey. Tonight, I get to wear my world champion Braves baseball shirt. Now, I know that some of you might not like that. I don't care. We're honored to be here with you tonight. Gonna have a great time. You got to, before the show started tonight, you got to hear some country music royalty. You got to see Bill Anderson, you got to see Jeannie Seeley and others on stage tonight. How about a big hand for them doing a great job kicking it off? As we celebrated our veterans this past week, we are going to play you one of my favorite songs that I recorded. Throughout time, people have had songs about wars and stuff like that. This one was about the war in Iraq and the war in Afghanistan. And we send this one out to a bunch of our friends who love this song up in North Carolina. And I'm thinking of y'all up at Fort Campbell in Kentucky, down at Fort Benning in Georgia. Gonna send this one out to y'all tonight. This was called Crazy Being Home. He almost forgot how to drive over here while he tried to survive a year over there. Some young punk just flipped him off and ran him off of the road. He just turned 22 last week in the back of a striker somewhere in the heat. He never thought he'd live to be this old. It's crazy being home. It's crazy being home. Stepped off a plane, feels like yesterday. They were waving flags and signs with his name. They said they were proud of what he had done. If they only knew what he had become. The girl he loved, she swore that she'd wait. But he came home to a cold, empty place. Had a burger today. Got a new cell phone. It's crazy being home. The stars all look the same, and he still answers to his name. It's okay, it's something just ain't right. It's right to fight for what you love, but his young eyes have seen too much. Till you've been where he's been, you wouldn't understand. I hope you never have to, my friend. He got the call, he's back on a plane to where he belongs. It might sound insane, but his brothers are there. They can't fight this alone. So they dropped him right there in the blood-red sand. His best friend is locked and loaded in his hands, and his sergeant yells, "Boys, it's time to go." And he thought, it's crazy being home. It's crazy being home. It's crazy being home. It's crazy being home. So how we feeling? It's always a good time when you get to play the Grand Ole Opry. Always a lot of wonderful memories in this house for a lot of the artists that play here. And Bill Anderson and I were talking backstage, and one of our favorite things to do is get back and kind of throw some classic country stories. And it kind of got me thinking about this song right here being the very first song that ever played on the Grand Ole Opry. It was made my debut in August of 1997, and we figured since we played something upbeat to start the night off, played something to honor our veterans, we're going to take it right back to the very beginning and play the very first song that we ever played on the Grand Ole Opry stage, the very first song we ever released back in 1996. A little tune right here for you called Jacob's Ladder. Well, now Jacob was a dirt poor farmer boy, raised at the fork in the road in a clapboard house. Rachel was a land baron's daughter, born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her daddy said he wouldn't stand Rachel to waste her life with a common man. He tried hard to keep them apart, but you can't draw lines in any young girl's heart. So late one night by the harvest moon, Jacob climbed a ladder up to Rachel's room. He knew his place, it was right beside her. Step by step to her world, head over heels for a brown-eyed girl. He gave the call, didn't seem to matter, 'cause heaven was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. It'll be 5 years September since your daddy found a ladder and a note on her windowsill. Swore he'd never forgive them. Nothing melts a heart like a grandchild will. She climbs up on his knee. Says, Grandpa, tell a story, but one about me. He thinks back and his eyes shine. Says, listen, child, once upon a time, late one night by the harvest moon, your daddy climbed a ladder to your mama's room. He knew his place, it was right beside her. Step by step to her world, head over heels for my little girl. Here you are, that's all that matters, 'cause heaven was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. Woman angel was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with AARP Fraud Watch Network.
I am Caroline Hobby. I am so privileged to be here with you live streamers while we are on our TV and radio commercial break. We are honoring the military tonight, and Mark Wills kicked off the Opry with such an incredible performance. What a great voice. He has been a member of the Grand Ole Opry since 2018, and he was inducted by Vince Gill, the one and only. What an incredible voice, what an incredible performance. It was so great to hear him sing. We are so happy to have y'all here, and I want to tell you that you can actually come to the Grand Ole Opry and be an audience member. You can watch the show live, and we want you in the audience. You can come on a Tuesday, a Friday, or a Saturday night show. We have so many incredible artists coming up. We've got Lauren Elena, Daly and Vincent, Carly Pierce, the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry, Rhonda Vincent, the War and Treaty. I have to tell you, I have seen the War and Treaty play on the stage several times. It blew me away. We got the one and only John Party. So make sure you get your tickets at Opry.com and come get in the audience with us and feel the magic of being here. Can't you hear it? The crowd's going crazy. We want you here. All right, so 2020 was a crazy year for all of us. We all were on quarantine, on lockdown, and no one was in this audience. But the show continued on because you live streamers showed up every single weekend and every single Saturday night, and you watch the Opry. So we have something so special. This vinyl, it is a limited EP, the Opry Unbroken, and it is performances that took place to an empty house. We have performances from Marty Stewart, Keith Urban, Brad and Carrie, Reba, the one and only, Daly and Vincent, Trace Adkins, Luke Combs, Darius Rucker, Rodney, Emmy Lou, and Vince together. This is such a special keepsake. It's also almost Christmas. This is an incredible stocking stuffer, and it's Grammy nomination season. So you guys, on this album, we have a grand total of 81 Grammy Awards from all of these artists on this album. So make sure you go to Opry.com and grab your copy while they're still there. Okay, it's time for me to send it back to Bobby Bones.
Hey friends, welcome back to Opry Live. Bobby Bones here. If you just tuned in, tonight we're honoring our military veterans in recognition of Veterans Day. We're also honoring the military families behind the veterans because you can't do one without the other, right? Well, this next artist knows full well the sacrifices that military families make. Her dad served in the U.S. Air Force, so while growing up, she and her family moved 14 times. But she says she never even thought about complaining. She was proud of her dad, proud of his service, and that remains true to this day. Representing military families on this special night, here is Jessie James Decker.
Thank y'all so much for having me. I counted just a second ago. This is my 7th time playing the Grand Ole Opry. I got a little emotional on the way over here. I found a picture I had drawn of myself when I was 11 years old, praying and hoping I could play this stage one day. And here I am for the 7th time, so thank y'all for being here for this. I'm so excited. Let's do it. You get what you give, and you reap what you sow. Where you left your dirt, boy, a flower has grown. Don't know what you got till it's out of your reach. So I've been loving myself like you never loved me. Yeah. And if it hurts like hell, you could only blame yourself. Should've known better than to break my heart. Oh, ain't it funny? No one ever loves better, and it's all your fault. Oh, sorry, honey, but it's over. Yeah, I moved on. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Should've known better than to break my heart. Should've known better than to break my heart. Forgive and forget. Well, forget about that. One look in the mirror, and I ain't ever looking back. They say karma's a bit, but I'ma make the same swing. Cause I'm dressed to kill, honey, how's it feel knowing you lost me? Hey! And if it hurts like hell, you can only blame yourself. I should've known better than to break my heart. Oh, ain't it funny, no one ever looks better, and it's all your fault. Oh, sorry, honey, but it's over. Yeah, I moved on. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Should've known better than to break my heart. Should've known better than to break my heart. Woo! Should've known better than to break my heart. Ain't it funny? No one ever looked better. Oh, 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 but it's over. Yeah, I moved on. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Break my heart. Should've known better than to break my heart. Should've known better than to break my heart. Thank you. You know, when they asked me to sing tonight, it felt a little extra special to me. It's Veterans Night. That's why it's special. I was born a military brat. I lived in 14 different places. And I feel like it molded me into the person I am today. I remember living on so many different military bases and being the new kid all the time. But I feel like I had a different and special upbringing than your average girl. I was the daughter of a military man. And a couple years ago, my dad retired as a general of 37 years in the Air Force. My passion and love for the military is beyond anything I could ever say. I cannot hear the national anthem without just crying. And so I wrote this song for my dad a handful of years ago. I put it out independently. Not a lot of people have heard this song, but I wrote it from my heart and I wrote it for my dad. And the lyrics are very important to me. I just remember thinking, if I could find a man and marry a man as half as good as my dad is, I'd be in a good place for the rest of my life. Luckily I did. I married a good man, but my dad is here tonight. And I'd like him to stand up. Where are you? There he is right there. I love you very much. Thank you for being the example for me. This song is for you.
School is out, where to now? I'm packing up, heading south. One last box, one last look around. I remember being so excited, brand new friends that were so invited. That's the way it's been since I was young. And I love nothing more than seeing my daddy in his uniform. I'm the daughter of a military man. It's the way of life, and I understand. And I'm so proud to say, made me who I am today. I hold down the road, I find a real good man who does have the things that my daddy has. And I'm beautiful thing, my sweet American dream. Yeah. We laid on our back, looking up at the sky, watching F-15s scream all by, while me and my brother and sister would play outside. Shopping at the commissary, dancing at the military ball. Yeah, we did it all. At 5 o'clock when the anthem plays, you could hear a pin drop on that high bass.
Jessie James Decker. Oh my gosh.
Hey, beautiful.
That made me so teary and emotional. Was it hard to sing that song?
It was a little hard to sing that. I was a little emotional.
And having your dad in the audience, what does that mean to you to have him here?
You know, my dad is a man of very little words. So I feel like it's my job in a way to like say the things that we can't say. You know, he's been in the military for so long, but I felt like tonight we even had a bigger moment than I had hoped for.
And your husband and your kids are here.
The whole family's here. You know, anytime I do anything, the family comes along. And I'm just like, I don't know, they just come with me. We're like one big group.
I love that. So your new album, The Woman I've Become, is out now. It's incredible. You sang your lead single off of that. So incredible. Should have known better.
Thank you.
I mean, dang, I don't know who that's about, but like, he's sorry now. I'll tell you what.
They're all sorry.
Isn't that the truth? How does that feel, though, to be where you are in your career? The woman you've become, you've had such a journey. It's been so amazing.
You know, it's been a journey. It's been an interesting journey. I feel like my career has taken me on a path that I never thought I could have been on, but I feel blessed. And I feel like God has a plan for everyone, and you're supposed to take the path that you're supposed to take. And I feel like every single day, I just thank God for my blessings, my family, and the beautiful blessings that I've had along the way, and like that's all I can do.
And
it's been great. I can't complain.
You're using all your talents in the most amazing way, Jessie. I love you so
You're using
much.
all your talents.
We've been friends for so long. We've been friends for a decade.
Ready?
Oh, we were gonna have a moment.
We're not gonna do it. One day.
One day we're gonna do it.
I love you, girl.
I love you, Jessie. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks,
us
girl.
tonight. You're the best. Oh my God, Jessie James Decker. I freaking love that girl. You guys, what a treat to be here tonight with Jessie. I'm gonna read a few live stream comments really fast, just to check in with who we got going on. We have people from Massachusetts joining in. Oh my gosh, from UK, Terry Lee Kilner says good evening, good morning here in the UK. Thank you for joining in, you guys. And now you can join us on Dish Network 24/7 on Dish on channel 370. You can find all of our shows there. So now I'm turning it back to Bobby Bones.
Hey guys, welcome back to Opry Live. I am Bobby Bones. Tonight, we're literally singing the praises of our veterans. And this next guy spends a lot of his tour time taking that praise directly to those who have earned it. He is the very definition of military support. His son serves in the Marines. So just like Jessie James Decker, he also knows the sacrifices military families make. In fact, he recorded a song about military families called They Also Serve. I mean, the title pretty much says it all, right? Here is John Conley.
Thank you, Mike. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Wonderful to have you in the house here at the Grand Ole Opry. And whether you're in the house or watching on Circle TV, we're happy to have you here. And always a pleasure to help honor our military, our veterans. I always love being a part of that. I dress accordingly. We appreciate the service of all of our veterans. And a few years ago, we found a song that underlines the sacrifice of the family members who are waiting at home while they serve our nation. This is a song called They Also Serve.
She kisses little Katie's forehead as she turns out the light. A night ahead in a lonely bed, she's a military wife. She pushes back a tear, then sinks into a chair. Her mind says that's the way it is. Her heart says it ain't fair. She knows the price of sacrifice, but she's proud to take her place in that unsung corps of warriors who stay behind and wait. They also serve those who stand and wait, praying by the foe to learn their loved one's fate. But they're still in the war, and let there be no mistake. They also serve those who stand and wait.
Jake climbs on the school bus, marches bravely to his seat. His dad's not home to say so long, like his friends along the street. He has to be the man at home as long as daddy's gone. He promised him the day he left that he'd be brave and strong. So he tells his little sister, don't you worry, daddy's coming home. He's 8 years old, he's a soldier's son, and he can hold his own. They also serve those who stand and wait, praying by the phone to learn their loved one's fate. But they're still in the war, and let there be no mistake. They also serve those who stand and wait. Mothers and fathers, daughters and sons, they don't wear a uniform or carry a gun, but they're still in the war. They also serve those who stand and wait, praying by the foe to learn their loved one's fate. But they're still in the war, and let there be no mistake. They also serve those who stand and wait. God bless the greatest military the world has ever known, and the family members who support them as they serve us all around the world. We appreciate what they do for us. Thank you. Thank you very much. We did a video for that song too, which you can find on YouTube. Just type in Walking By, They Also Serve, not Walking Behind the Star. They Also Serve, and it'll pop up right at the top. Well, we all know that the military does exactly what is asked of them by this great nation, and they do it so very well. We have a song that Merle Haggard wrote back over 50 years ago now that we're going to leave you with. And this song, some of the stuff we're going through in our world and in our nation right now, the turmoil that we are in, this song kind of talks about a little of that. It applies so very well to 2021, but it does provide the answer. This is a Merle Haggard song called Jesus, Take a Hold. This world has never been in the awful shape it's in. Jesus, take a hold and lead us through. Like the ancient Roman Empire, this world is doomed to fall. And it's much too big a thing for mortal man. Just take a look around and see the writing on the wall. Somehow we've got to find a helping hand. This world has never been in the awful shape it's in. And people scorn the things our leaders do. It's time a prayer was spoken from the heart of every man. Jesus, take a hold and lead us through. A mighty roar of gunfire is now a local sound, and our city streets are filled with angry men. Law is now a mockery throughout our troubled land, and destruction seems to be the current trend. This world has never been in the awful shape it's in, and people doubt the things our leaders do. It's time a prayer was spoken from the heart of every man. This world has never been in the awful shape it's in. And people scorn the things our leaders do. It's time prayer was spoken from the heart of every man. Jesus, take a hold and lead us through. Jesus, take a hold and lead us through. God bless you, everybody. Thanks for being with us at the Grand Ole Opry, and God bless America. Thank you so much.
John Conlee, a member of the Grand Ole Opry since 1981. Wow.
Hey.
It is so great to be here with you tonight, John.
Thank you.
What a powerful song. Talk to me about the importance of that song to you.
Well, They Also Serve was a song I found in 2004, just as our son was getting ready to go into the Marine Corps. And in fact, when we did the video for the song, we had to wait for him to graduate boot camp so we could put his picture in the video. And he ended up serving in Iraq. We went to Iraq twice, and I'm glad to report he came home, and he is home now. He served 4 years in the Marine Corps.
It is probably so unbelievably difficult to be a parent of a child serving.
Sure, all family members, especially if they're in harm's way, as he was in the Middle East, you wonder at every phone ring if that's going to be a bad news, a bad message. And so you are on pins and needles quite a bit. But our faith kept us through, and our faith protected him, and he's home.
Is faith the answer?
Faith is the only answer, absolutely.
And I love how you said it was so important for today. This song was so important for today.
Yeah, the Haggard song, Jesus Take a Hold, is just a favorite song of mine. I love it, and we need our Creator to get us through.
We do. John, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Pleasure.
You are amazing and such a legend. It's great to be here with you tonight.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye, John.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night. All right, you guys, John Conlee, what an amazing guy. As you know, our friends at AARP want me to pass on this tip to you. AARP is passionate about preventing fraud, especially for our veterans. Veterans are twice as likely to be victims, and they're targeted more than civilians. In fact, scammers have developed a whole strategy aimed specifically at veterans. That's why AARP, Fraud Watch Network, and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service have joined together to make the public and veterans more aware. So Operation Protect Veterans helps protect service members against fraud with up-to-date info and support. To access AARP's resources for veterans and to learn more about the latest scams and frauds, go to aarp.org/veterans. It's nice to know someone is looking out for us. Thanks, AARP. All right, I'm sending it back to Bobby Bones.
Welcome back to Opry Live. Bobby Bones here. This next artist first came to the spotlight with a massive feel-good hit song. But what many might not realize is that a big part of his career and his heart are dedicated to supporting the military. In fact, another one of his hit songs perfectly summarizes why we always need to keep our military in our hearts and prayers. Keep an ear out for it. You will probably hear it. Here is one of our military veterans' best friends, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Town road, ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road, gonna ride till I can't no more. Let me see ya. I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, horse tackles attack. Head is matted black, got the boots of black and metal. Riding on a horse, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been above and more. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Let me hear it. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Riding on the tractor, leaning on my bladder, cheated on my babe. You can go and ask her. My life is a movie, a cowboy hat dude. Ringer on my roof, ringer on my roof. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. Ride till I can't no more. Take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Town, living like a rock star. Spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby, gotta have a diamond rings and Fendi sports bra. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. No stress, I've been through all that. Like a Marlboro man, so I keep on back. Roll on back to that old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. We gon' ride, baby. Everybody having a good time in Nashville tonight. Stand up and sing it now. Take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Take my horse to the old town road. Gonna ride till I can't no more. Give it up for all of my veterans out here tonight. Everybody, thank you for your service. Woo! Achy breaky. You wasn't even born when I did that song. I'm breaking a sweat. I didn't plan on sweating. I ain't sweat since the pandemic started. Matter of fact, I ain't left the house. Good to be with y'all tonight. It really is. We've all been through a lot the last couple of years, and it sure is an honor to be with y'all at the Grand Ole Opry tonight. Again, just special thanks and hats off to all of our veterans, your families out there. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice to this great nation. This is a song I wrote about a Vietnam veteran I met back in Huntington, West Virginia, back in 1989. And we do it for y'all tonight. And again, thank you all so much. I knew a man called him Sandy Kane. Few folks even knew his name. But a hero, yes, was he. Left a boy, come back a man. Still many just don't understand about the reasons we are free. Can't forget the look in his eyes, oh, the tears he cried as he said these words to me. All gave some gave all. Some stood through for the red, white, and blue. Some had to fall. If you ever think of me, think of all y'all liberties and recall. Y'all recall. Some gave all. Sandy Kane is no longer here, but his words are oh so clear. They echo throughout our land. For all his friends who gave their all, stood the ground and took the fall to help their fellow man. Love your country, live with pride. Don't forget those who died. America, can't you see? All gave some gave all. Some stood through for the red, white, and blue. Some had to fall. If you ever think of me, think of all your liberties and recall. Yeah, recall. Some gave all. If you ever think of me, think of all your liberties and recall. Yeah, recall. Some gave all. Some gave all.
us all the feels. Some gave all. What a powerful song. Oh, and before that, he got this crowd lit. Everyone was standing on their feet, screaming, dancing. We were at a full-blown concert getting down in here, you guys. What a fun night this has been, and what a privilege and honor it has been to celebrate our military. All right, every single week we do the Circle Release of the Week, and this is such an exciting thing to feature new artists and new songs. This week it's Ben Gallagher, and we are featuring his song, Every Small Town. It feels so fitting to feature a song talking about all of the amazing traits that are rooted in small towns. Here's a lyric sample from this song. There's a dream, we all dream. You work hard and you can have anything. A little house on the hill, a little left after bills. Yeah, man, that's a big deal in every small town. Ben Gallagher, he is an incredible artist, and you can check out this song anywhere you find your music. So go check it out. It is called Every Small Town, and that is our Circle Release of the Week. I know y'all feel the Christmas spirit just like I do, and nothing is more special than Christmas at the Opry, am I right? So Opry Country Christmas is here, and every Sunday night, starting after Thanksgiving, running through Christmas, so that is November 28th through December 12th, the Opry will have a special Christmas show. You are not going to want to miss these shows. They are magical. Let me tell you who will be featured on these 4 shows. We will have the Gatlin Brothers, Mandy Barnett, Charlie McCoy, Riders in the Sky, Steve Warner, Lori Morgan, Josh Turner. It's going to be amazing. Magic. Christmas is here, so tune in. You can get your tickets at Opry.com. And if that's not enough Christmas for you, we even have a special show on Christmas night, you guys. So go to Opry.com and make sure you tune in from November 28th through December 12th to Opry Country Christmas. You guys, the crowd is going wild right now. Look at what's happening. Billy Ray Cyrus, what an incredible performance. What a way to wrap up the Opry. All right, I'm sending it back to Bobby Bones. Take it away, Bobby.
Hey guys, welcome back to Opry Live. For all you veterans and families of the military, we can never thank you enough for your service, but trust me, we will not stop trying. Mark Wills, Billy Ray Cyrus, Jesse James Decker, and John Conley, thank you for helping us support our veterans. Okay, with another helping of good old U.S. gratitude, here once again is Billy Ray Cyrus. Good night, everybody.
Woo! Hey, wait a minute, what about Whisper Bill? Wait, where are you going? Come back. You're supposed to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, the train has went off the track. Looks like I'm on my own on this one. Well, that's all right. I'm all right with that. Because this next moment is one of the greatest honors of my life. I think this man puts the grand in Grand Ole Opry. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for legendary Whispering Bill Anderson.
Thank you, Billy Ray. Billy Ray called me and asked me to be out here with him tonight. I wrote a song along with my friend Walt Aldrich a few years ago, based on a true story about a soldier who served this great country in the latter days of the Second World War over in the South Pacific. The song is based on his true story of what happened when he came home. With Billy Ray's help, and he was the first one, by the way, to record this song, we'd like to share this story with you tonight and hope you'll enjoy it. It's called The Old Army Hat. Came home to Tennessee, a young man at the end of 45. Only one of 7 men in his platoon that made it back alive. He must have seen some tough times, but he never talked too much about all that. Put his pictures and his memories in the cedar chest. Everything but his old army hat.
By the time that I was born, wheels of change left across our land. They were burning flags and draft cards when they bothered
to take some kind of stand.
And we used to laugh at Grandpa like he was some old relic from the past. 'Cause he never left the house unless he was wearing that poor old worn out, torn up army hair.
Every eye was on him anytime he went anywhere. They whispered and they called, but you could tell my grandpa didn't care. Are you wearing this for them? He said, it's a whole lot more than that. For my buddies who gave everything, the least that I can do is keep on wearing this old army hat. He called me up one morning, said he'd seen it on the news on his TV. They've opened up a monument to World War II in Washington, D.C. I ain't getting any younger, and I wish someone would take me to see that. I couldn't help but think they're gonna laugh at you up there if you show up in that silly army hat.
Two strangers both saluted as Grandpa walked up to the monument. One said, thank you for a job well done. The other said, amen. And the young boy told him, sir, my daddy went to war and didn't make it back. Could you take a picture standing here beside me? Maybe let me wear your army hat.
Every eye was on him, and there was not a dry one in the crowd. They whispered and they moaned, and Grandpa stood up extra tall and proud. He said, son, just keep it, when the young boy tried his best to give it back. You're a brave little soldier, son, and every soldier needs his very own authentic army hat. For your daddy who gave everything, the least that I can do is pass on this old worn out army hat.
Wow, it starts with the song. He wrote that. Walt Aubrey.
Billy Ray, you're quite a man and quite a patriot, and we thank you.
Are you going to stick around for Achy Breaky? If you get the feeling the Holy Spirit, just come on back. You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I gone. Oh, you can tell friend just what a fool I've been. And laugh and joke about me on the phone. Now you can tell my home, go back to the phone. Oh, you can tell my feet to hit the floor. Oh, you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips. They won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might go up and kill this man. How y'all doing over here? song. Oh, you can tell your dog about my leg. I'll tell you brother Cliff, whose fist could touch my lip. He never really liked me anyway. I'll tell you Wayne Louis, tell anything you please. Myself already knows I'm not okay. Oh, you can tell my eyes to watch out for my mind. It might be walking out on me today.
Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaking heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy, breaking heart, it might blow up and kill this man.
How about some of that guitar? And don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man.
Cyrus, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Ray Cyrus. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us at tonight's special Veterans performance of the Grand Ole Opry. I'm Mike Terry. We'll see you again real soon. The Grand Ole Opry on the Legend, 650 AM WSM and Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
This broadcast of the Grand Ole Opry was produced through the facility